Welcome, everybody.
I'm doing well. We're back to a show and tell edition.
Yes, we are. Paul here, Music Villa, Bozeman, Montana. Quinton King. This is your guitar.
This is my guitar.
You brought in your CEO-7.
Yeah, I did. Well, so in one of the videos we recently did, I think it was the 018 standard, and somebody said, gosh, what about an update on the CEO that you bought, or how does it compare to some of these other small bodies? So what we did, I brought this guy in. I just want to give you an update on my experience playing it over the last so many months. You can see that it is like any real musician's instrument.
It looks dirty.
It is dirty. And I still haven't taken here, look at this.
We'll do a big reveal. The plastic off.
I just figured, why would you want to do that
any
sooner than necessary?
Dirty guitar with a clean pickguard.
I know, look at that. That'll stand look at that. It's so much cleaner.
You're going to have to get that all dirty.
That's great. Now I'll just get it all
or clean the guitar, either way.
Yeah, well, that'll never happen. So, but
I like that, Quinton, because one thing I like about Quinton, he plays these. He doesn't worry about the dirt and the dust. But he does humidify them, and I appreciate that, because otherwise your guitar will be destroyed in our climate.
Yes, very, very dry here.
Now, but we also put a K&K Trinity
I bought
system.
a K&K and put it in. So, at some point here, I want to compare the sounds. The first thing I'm going to say is I brought this in light of the request to see where the CEO was at and maybe do a comparison. But I haven't changed the strings.
I noticed that.
These are the same strings that were on it when I bought it.
Yeah. Okay, so let me pause you right there.
Yeah.
These are pretty dead strings. Yep. I can tell right now. But that's okay. That's a part of it's real life, people. And, in real life, things aren't always pretty and shiny.
Yeah, we don't have time.
And what's cool about dead strings is on some guitars, I got to tell you, it makes it sound a certain way.
It does.
There's a lot of people who will put on, those retros because it kind of sounds already a little bit dead.
Yeah.
There's a certain tonality you get. Now, the other thing is, for you, we're going to talk about this. We'll plug this in.
Yeah.
You got to plug it in.
We'll do a little comparison.
When you plug this in with dead strings, you can kind of get you don't get so much,
It can be really
it's
crisp.
easier to control it.
I think so, because it almost like it flattens out your EQ to start with, and you can dial it in on your processor or whatever amp you're using. Here we're going to be featuring the Bose S1 Pro again because we love this. It's supposed to be a small PA, but I love it as an acoustic guitar amp. Okay. Right? It's no frills. Yeah. It's battery powered. It lasts for 6 hours.
We sell more of that Bose S1. It's crazy. They sound so good.
It's got some beastly bottom to it.
Because your baritone plugs into it as well. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So let's.
You want to talk about the pickup, or do you want to compare?
You hold that for a second, because what I'm going to ask you to do here. These are pretty dead strings. Now, what I want you to do is this first dial. We'll turn this up. If you just want to hold this. So that's the microphone. Go ahead, crank it up. Not a huge volume increase, but you can hear there's some reverb in there.
And the microphone, as you can see, it's sticking in the sound hole there.
Yeah, a little condenser. Now this one is the bridge plate pickup. So just slowly crank that up and out.
Its sensor's stuck under the bridge plate.
A little dusty.
There we go.
That's one where you really get your volume from. The mic provides a certain acoustic sound. Yeah, so this is the dead strings. You're very kind, but dead strings with a decent pickup.
Sounds pretty dang
you can
good.
dial it in. Yeah, I think this sounds good.
So this is a cool pickup. So I'd like to say two things about the K&K. We do a lot of K&K installs. We install them under the bridge plate. Really easy. There's no batteries, no nothing, and it sounds great. It's a great pickup. What you've done is added the system with the microphone. So we have a stereo cord coming out of your guitar.
A left and right channel.
Stereo in. And then one output that combines the two pickups together.
Right. And so on the inside, you also have low, mid, high EQ balance and gain levels for those two channels. So I typically keep the mic at a lower
Yeah.
gain because I really don't want the
Yeah.
feedback issues.
It'll feedback unless you're going into like a recording situation or
It's
something.
just enough to give me something of an acoustic sound.
Cool. Okay. Well, hey.
Anyway,
so
yeah.
this whole thing started because somebody asked about kind of comparing what's a 00. This is, I mean, the CEO-7 is basically a 00. This is a single 018. We just did this one last week. So it's tough to compare because yours has dead strings. So this isn't really a comparison anymore.
Right.
But I brought down a couple other small bodies because I feel like in this one quick ending of this video, we could just real quickly compare.
Move through some of the
few
smaller
different-
body
yeah.
guitars. And again, it's not a comparison, head-to-head showdown.
It's just
type thing.
what's
It's
different
a
about it.
sampling. It's
Yeah.
the, what's the Whitman's box of chocolates, right?
Exactly. Start with yours real quick.
so
I'm
we'll
just going to hand you these.
You bet.
Single 018, one body shape smaller, same woods.
These were all in tune when we came in.
Grab anything from over there. Grab anything.
Hang
So
that
this
up.
was the single 018. You could hear it got smaller, and the strings were a little shimmery. Okay, what do we got here? Studio L-00 Gibson.
Probably help if I tuned it up a little bit more. These things do tend to shift a little bit.
This is
in terms-
rosewood. Rosewood back and sides. These were mahogany.
Hold that for a second and I'll trade
So
it
this
off.
was the L-00 Studio from Gibson, a little thinner
This
body
one
rosewood.
surprised me again.
Okay, that's cool. So what that one is the Taylor Grand Theater. This is the 8
Rosewood.
811 now they call it 811E rosewood back and sides.
Don't know how much
With a
came
pickup.
through in the room, but this one actually had a little bottom in. And again, just like the CEO-7 with the dead strings, because you can plug it in, dial it in, you can make this thing sound as fat as you want to.
It's a cool smaller
And
body
it
too.
plays really easy. That's again
Yeah.
killer.
Let's do one more.
Last but not least,
This is a 0028.
so this is theoretically
Yes, but yours has
Same
a slope.
body shape.
Yours has
Has a
slope
slope
shoulder.
shoulder.
That one's
mahogany back and sides with Adirondack.
Yeah.
This is rosewood, probably with Sitka.
Yep.
Okay. So maybe I'll go through and at the end we'll just do another quick pass through all the guitars so you can do the side by side.
They're all different. We're not really comparing,
Yeah.
apples to apples here. We're just kind of.
It's the sampling. It's the box of chocolates.
It is.
Yeah,
It's a bunch of small bodies. So
But they're all
it's-
kind of in that same space, you
Yeah.
know. I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say I like the CEO the best.
Well,
You know,
I hope so because
it's buyer's affirmation.
that's
like when
definitely
you're-
yours.
Yeah. Because I'm not buying any of these other. I already got that one. So love the one you're with.
And those are really dead. We got to get you a restring. Okay, we're gonna restring his guitar here.
No,
you need a restring.
it sounds
We'll do
good.
that. We got you covered.
I
We
dig
will do that for you.
Oh, don't worry.
But it is
I
cool.
appreciate it.
The dead strings are cool, folks. We just learned that.
Yeah.
Quentin, thank you.
Always a pleasure.
We'll move on here and we'll go get some lunch.
Oh, that sounds good.
Okay.
I'm down.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks.